Hey guys, Shane here with a video video update of DVDs, VHS, and uh, Blu-rays that I picked up along the way in the last few weeks. I told you in my last video I would do this, and I want to do it. I got a lot of videos coming. To say real quick, I have a probably Christmas update one coming, England updates one coming, best books of the year, that kind of shit coming. So yeah, so those are coming. But I just want to shoot this video real quick and get it out before I don't have time to do it for the rest of the week. And I'm going to be busy this week, so I'm doing it. And my brother is graciously letting me shoot out here, so I appreciate it. So let's just get into it. This is the stuff I picked up. These are DVDs I picked up at a local thrift store. I'm going to show them because they're such good quality. So this is Dracula Has Risen from the Grave. His grave, sorry. Or the grave. The Grave. A Hammer horror movie with Christopher Lee in it. Yeah, there's nothing much more in it. I don't know where this is in this series. I used to know all this stuff. Directed by Don Taylor, who did some Hammer horror stuff. But yeah, Hammer goodness here. So can't wait to see this one again. It's been a while since, and I don't know all those Hammer horrors in particular. I'm gonna get to this one. I'm excited about. Sealed, Gun Crazy. Well, I'm gonna put this back a little bit. Gun Crazy with James LaGrosse and Drew Barrymore, and this is an absolute gem of a 90s like shot on video, straight to release to the DVD store. I love these movies. I try to find these kind of movies. They weren't released in theaters, but they're good little gems. Weren't probably released to Blu-ray or 4K yet. So I think this is one of those, like, they're on the road and they're, criminals. I'm not going to go through the backstory on this one, but this looks awesome. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde, I guess. Two lovers on the run, that kind of shit. Yeah, excellent. I love 90s stuff like that. It's so good. If you get a chance to see one, I think there's one's called Heaven's Prisoners with Russell Crowe in it. It's early 2000s, or I think, or early 90s. It's great on the road action kind of thing. Red Rock West. This is a great fucking movie. Came out in the early 90s too, and this one is from what I can remember. There's a mix-up where the owner of this bar offers this guy a job, and he thinks he's a hitman, and the job is murdering his wife or something like that. But the guy's not a hitman, and that's Nicolas Cage. It's kind of interesting, and you have Dennis Hopper in here and Sherilyn Fenn. Underrated gem from the 90s. If you've not seen this, fucking excellent. Rolling Dolls to BFG. Now, I knew they made one BFG, I don't know how long ago it was, 10, 15 years ago maybe. And this is a cartoon version that was released in 2018 or 16? 16. So, like, classic animation. My guess this is probably older. And this includes a never-seen-before Roald Dahl documentary. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is a steal too. These were all good disc. The Midnight Movies, The Island of Dr. Moreau with Burt Lancaster and Michael York in it. This is heads and shoulders better than the 90s one, which I like, but that one was plagued with production issues and shifting of directors and stuff like that. The one with Val Kilmer. I still kind of like it, but it's cheesy. This is some great stuff. You see in Midnight Movies and you get it for like $1. You got a deal. And yeah. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get through these quick because I got a 4 o'clock session. Brenda K. Starr. This is fucking awesome. Early 90s comic strip movie with Timothy Dalton in it and Brooke Shields. So Anchor Bay goodness right there. Anchor Bay. It's good stuff. So can't wait to see this one. It's just got a kind of a little liner notes book, but nothing on the DVD. So yeah, I remember seeing this. I remember not liking this, but I'm on board with it. So if you're wondering what that picture is back there, it's Clint Eastwood. I'm not gonna shift the camera and fuck it up, but it's Clint Eastwood. That picture. And last one to show you, and this was awesome. This was $3, but this is so cool. I don't like buying volumes, they're out of sorts, but this one was well worth it. This is old school fucking Sesame Street. Yeah, this is awesome. 74 through 79 Sesame Street. Nice booklet. I like to get all these volumes in successive order. I think I'm going to give this one to my brother, but we'll see. I might keep it for myself. I love me some Sesame Street. There's the DVDs. They're all in good shape. There's a booklet that comes with it. You get to see on the back is a nice picture of the gang. And there's Big Bird right there. Ernie right there. Is that Dracula character? I think so, maybe. There's a Dracula in there too, wasn't there, in Sesame Street? I'll have to ask my brother, see what he says. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Sesame Street, old school, 74 to 79, volume 2. This I would have paid $10 for, so I got it for $3. And those were DVDs I just picked up at a local thrift store. We're going to go ahead and get into the stuff I picked up at Viper Video first, and then we'll get into the stuff I picked up at Barnes & Noble at the end, because I did get a few Criterion Blu-rays. So I don't collect a lot of Blu-rays, so you know what you see is what you get. D.W. Griffith's Intolerance. So the next stuff, like I said, is all from Viper Video, and there's a lot here. In Intolerance, D.W. Griffith. I think this is about racism or discrimination. Made in 1916. Holy shit. Breaker Pass with Charles Bronson. Now this is a steal. This has like an interesting element where he plays a criminal and people are getting picked off this train. Sounds like a slasher, and as the criminal has to help the people survive the train, you know, from being killed, so they unleash him. So excellent stuff here. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. So yeah, I love me some Charles Bronson. So Testament is a great little post-apocalyptic movie. Husband leaves for work. There's an after radioactive fallout or something happens, and this lady, Jane Alexander, is home with her kids, and she has to kind of cope with her husband not being there and taking care of her family during this time. I think she got a Oscar buzz for this, but this is another one of those excellent nuclear fallout movies that came out in the early 80s. The one I would recommend highly is Threads, but I think there was one called The Day the World Ended, or The Day After Tomorrow. I think that's the name of the other one. That one's good too. This one I've never seen, but Jane Alexander is a very good actress. I know she was in Kramer versus Kramer. I know she was in The Great White Hope, or The Great Black Hope, or that one where James Earl Jones is in it. He plays the fighter, the boxer. She's in that one too, I believe. So, Flashpoint. Look at this fucking ridiculousness. Treat Williams and Chris Christopherson on Good Times Video, which is kind of a low budget video thing, but still nonetheless, this is awesome. Rip Torn is in this. So these two guys play border guards. Unearth a skeletal remains of a man at the wheel of a Jeep buried in the desert. The guards also discover a box containing $800,000 in cash and 2 more phone numbers. One is traced back to a person in D.C., and the other dates back 20 years as the number of the Dallas Police Department, aka JFK, conspiracies. This one looks fucking fun. This had Treat Williams and Chris Christopherson. Man, oh man. I'm a big Treat Williams fan. I love him. I Spend the Night Together, the Rolling Stones live concert movie. I think this came out in the early 80s off their, my guess is Tattoo You tour. My guess. And of course they had the live album that came out in the early 80s, and I'm trying to remember the name of it because they had a hit on there called Still Life, I think was the name of that live album. But they had a live hit of Going to a Go-Go, the old Smokey Robinson song. And I want to say, but this predates that. I think this is the Tattoo You or the Emotional Rescue tour, early 80s Rolling Stones live. Fuck and yes for this one. Alright, more VHS, and we'll be gone soon here. The Bunker. Anthony Hopkins plays fucking Adolf Hitler. Yes. I mean, right alone there, I was just like, I gotta see this. And I think these are the last days where Adolf's losing his shit and he's in the bunker and with Elsa Braun and of course he, but whew. Yeah, this is fucking gonna be fucking awesome, man. Awesome. Adolf, yeah, played by by him. Let's see, what else can I show you? Is this it? I think I'm missing some movies here, but whatever. This is Inside the Third Reich. This is Marvin Chomsky. This guy did a lot of television, and I think he did like Star Trek episodes and shit like that. He also worked on Roots, on that movie series, so he knew the movie series. This is based on Albert Speer's autobiography, so pretty horrific stuff here. Every time I show this, and I really don't feel like I should have to explain myself. I'm not a Nazi fucking supporter, of course, but some people are so uptight about this shit that it's almost like you can't show this shit online. Well, I'm gonna fucking show it, whatever, I just find this stuff interesting, not like cool, or I'm not that stupid. I mean, this is obviously one of the dark spots of human history, throughout times. But yeah, Inside the Third Reich. This ought to be pretty interesting. I want to say Rucker Auer might play Albert Speer in this. Beth Danner is in this. Elk Summer is in this. This is going to be some tasty shit, I think. 3 VHS set on the Star Maker label, which is like a shit label, but here's your 3s. So yeah, Inside the Third Reich. I almost wasn't going to show it, but then I'm like, I'm not going to fucking bend in for this bullshit. If I can't show something like this, then it's ridiculous. The Wild Angels. This is Peter Fonda biker movie. This one was $1. All these VHS I've shown you so far were all $1. So unbelievable. So happy about this one. Yeah, it's a biker movie from the 60s. I'm not going to go into these. I got to go through these quickly. Good Times, Sonny and Cher. Okay, this was the only movie Sonny and Cher made, which is fucking awesome. But it's also directed by The Exorcist director, William Friedkin. That's right. He directed this only movie that Sonny and Cher starred in together. So I think this is a comedy. Yeah, it's a comedy. Directed by William Friedkin. Yeah, 1967, I think. Released on video by Anchor Bay. Today's going to be a celebration of the great Anchor Bay, which was back in the day. I love Anchor Bay. I still look for Anchor Bay shit. I still look for Lionsgate. I love Lionsgate. I love some of those like 90s, 2000s labels that had like reissued older stuff. Fucking cool. 2 left because I can't find my other VHS, so can't show it to you. This is Sword of the Valiant. Look at that big box. Fucking King Arthur fantasy stuff with Sean Connery in it. Who else? Miles O'Keefe, Leigh Lawson, and Sorrel Claire in this. On Canon, guys. So you fucking geeky ass fucking VHS collectors. Yeah, don't cum yourself. Yeah, don't cum in your pants just quite yet. Well, no, I guess you can because I don't have anything that's gonna top this. But yeah, King Arthur fantasy. This came out. Fuck. 1984. I love to find that Zardoz, that fucking weird ass movie Sean Connery made, that science fiction movie. I love to find that fucking one. That one's right out strange. And the other not good science fiction movie that Sean Connery did was called Outland. That one was really good. Yeah, 2 VHS left, and these two were $2 a piece. I had a $4 one. I can't find it. It was a Pam Grier one, so I'll show it down the road. This is Felicia's Journey. This is a really good little psychological thriller, directed by the great Adam Egoyan, Canadian filmmaker who did The Sweet Hereafter. A 90s hotshot kind of indie filmmaker, and this one is exceptional with Bob Hoskins in it, and who else is in this? Is it Elaine Cassidy is in this, and this one is a like serial killer movie that's done kind of in a provocative way. This woman comes to his house searching for a boyfriend, and he ends up keeping her there, and it's just that's kind of what it is. So Police's Journey, kind of psychological thriller. God, I'm tapping through these fast. And the one I'm most fucking excited about for the VHS. And this is going to be kind of a forgotten movie unless you know, like I was talking about these goddamn 90s shot on video like movies, dramas, whatever. I fucking love all this stuff. And this one is Hostage High. This one is most excellent with Freddie Prinze Jr. in it and the great Ricky Schroeder. A really underappreciated actor in this. And basically Ricky Schroeder comes back to his high school to enact revenge on those who did him wrong, and it really is kind of this like sort of slow burn, sort of tense slow burn, because Ricky basically I think holds his class hostage. He's great in this as this disgruntled young man, and I believe the police negotiator in this is played by fucking Henry Winkler. Hey, you know, come on. The Fonz negotiating a potential high school tragedy, you know. I love this movie, Hostage High. I've been looking for this movie for a while. I watched this back in the day, and I was super impressed by it. So another movie that was directed and released, I should made and released, not for the home video market, or for maybe it was a television movie too. It could have been, but I love that stuff. I really love to find, because if you find it, you know it's kind of rare. It might not be valuable per se, because chances are it wasn't released on 4K and Blu-ray. But anymore, a lot of shit is getting released to 4K. I mean, some stuff really being released to 4K is unbelievable when you think about some of the stuff being released on 4K. We're fucking humming along here. Let's keep going, guys. This next stack of DVDs here are all $1. So, like I said, I like to show these. I could go right straight for the more high-end stuff, but I like to show these because I think they really do have. I think there's an importance in low-budget movies that you can get, and you don't think about it a lot. And then you watch it and you're like, this is pretty good, even though you're thinking, oh, it was only $1, so it's kind of a throwaway movie. I think there's something about getting these movies and investing the time into watching them and kind of deciphering them, that's the value of it. So it's more than just $1, I think, in some cases. Whisper Kill. Oh, man. Joe Penny from Riptide fame and Lonnie Anderson in it, who just passed away, I think, last year. So, shot on video goodness from the 90s. This has a serial killer in it who calls his victims before murdering them. And Joe Penny's character is going to try to figure out who the Whisperer's identity is. They call him the Whisperer, which is kind of ridiculous, but that's the name of the killer in this. And maybe Lonnie Anderson is next. Dun dun dun. So I love me some stuff like this. And yes, I paid fucking 25 cents for that. I mean, I paid 25 cents for some of these fucking movies. Unbelievable. Let's see if I can find the ones I paid 25 cents for. Yeah, I'll show you them first before we get into the dollar movies. These were all 25 cents. Unbelievable that these were 25 cents. Well, I only have like 3, 4 of these, but whatever. The Proposition, which is a good movie by John Hillicoat, who went on to do the excellent Lawless with Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf in it. I think Jason Clarke in it, about some bootleggers. Pretty violent. This is violent too, and basically violence. The sheriff tries to track down this baddie, and his wife in this is completely inept to violence. And like she's completely clueless, like how the real world can be so rough and stuff like that. So it's like this movie shatters her idea of violence, or about her safetyness in the world. It shatters her perception of the world, you know, and she doesn't feel safe in it. And it kind of reminds me of a lot of people who act like the violence doesn't have, you know, has a specific fucking zip code, and violence does not have a zip code, so it can happen anywhere at any time. The unpredictability of it is what makes it scary. But there's some people that really fucking believe that if they live in a certain area, that like nothing's going to happen. Like my friend, I'll just tell you real quick. My friend Ken, this is a good little Australian Western with Guy Pearce in it. My friend Ken, I lived in a town called Kalamazoo, and in Michigan, and there was a shooting there, and God, it must have been like 10, 12 years ago, and this Uber driver was going around popping people off. He was killing people, shooting them randomly, people, just horrible accident. And my friend Ken was so mad that it happened, because she's like, well, now I'm afraid to leave the house. I'm like, did you know, I mean, really, seriously, these people really think that, like, they can live completely safe, like nothing's ever going to happen bad? It's like, it's absurd to me. It's like, come on now. Black Stallion, Francis Ford Coppola. This is another movie I've gotten multiple times. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but for a quarter, I'll keep it. This is the one that Francis Ford Coppola produced and direct, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous movie, shot real well. About, of course, Black Beauty, the horse. Mickey Rooney, a little older, is in this movie. And a family adventure kind of thing. Wonderful, with some dramatic moments in it, from 1980. Good stuff. 2 left, and they're both Disney double dippers. So I got Bambi, one of the saddest, most tragic fucking Disney movies ever. Now, I find a lot of these Disney movies that were reissued that have really, this is like the Platinum Edition, which on some of these are worth money. This has got a bunch of special features in it. Now, I usually find these and they're fucking beat up. This one is in really, really good shape. These Disney movies don't seem to have like a lot of value in some stores. They sell them for like dirt cheap, and sometimes you see these things online, especially the VHSs, and the VHS is worth a lot more money. I don't know if the DVD's worth a damn thing, but I think these were reissued in the 90s or 2000s, early 2000s, when they reissued most of classic Disney movies. And of course, this is the tragic, sad, it's one of the saddest Disney movies about a deer and her mother and that kind of shit. It's great. Love it. Oh god, I should just put all these up here. I'm scrolling through this like fast today, y'all. And this is Cinderella, another Platinum Edition. Put it back here, I guess. Another Platinum Edition movie. Another 2-discer with a bunch of special features on it, interactive stuff. I like this one a lot. I always get this and Sleeping Beauty confused. And then I had to stop and think about the fucking storyline, of course. This is the kind of girl, though, that should get what she wants. Like, you see a lot of movies where the girl fantasizes, like in just movies in general, and you see the girl fantasizes, and then she gets what she wants, and I'm like thinking, yeah, but you suck. You're not interesting. Cinderella is actually somewhat like sympathetic, I think, as a the girl who turns into Cinderella, and this is a magical fairy tale for a lot of girls want to find their fairy princess and all that shit. So, you know, this is wonderful. This is a wonderful movie. This and Sleeping Beauty and what's the other one? Snow White is great too. Although I don't really like Snow White's character in that. I know it's weird. I don't like her. Those were all a quarter. Now I'm going to go through these dollar ones quick because I want to kind of go through uh, the the last movies. I want to kind of go through like real fast. But I mean, these are very good quality dollar movies, including this batshit one called Bunraku. I think this one was a quarter too. I believe it was. Yeah, it was. Not a quarter movie, sorry. And this one is like a martial arts sort of movie with Josh Hartnett in it and Ron Perlman in it, and it's kind of batshit. It's very visual. Of course, you think Josh Hartnett, you think of he was in Sin City, so this is almost like right up his fucking alley. And this is like a weird, almost feels like like interdimensional movie, and it's quite good. There's a scene where, like, I think Josh Hartnett is fighting another guy on a fucking trampoline, which is fucking nuts. But yeah, Bunraku, good stuff. So, this one I watched. Bone Hill Road. This one is a Wild Buy release. This came out in 2018. And boy, oh boy, is Todd Sheets kind of graduated from becoming kind of shot on video, sort of amateur, into a pretty good filmmaker with like limited budgets. And this movie actually looks pretty goddamn good for a Todd Sheets movie. And it's like these guys get kind of shit on, I think, a little bit. Oh, this is trash. And so they're working within the confines of their budget and knowledge. And so I'm a little bit more forgiving of this kind of stuff. I think other people probably are too, where some people are more harsher about it. It's a werewolf movie. It's kind of interesting because the two girls in it, there's like a mother and I think daughter that escaped this domestic violence thing, and they go out in the woods and a werewolf's chasing them down, and they end up going to this house, and there's a serial killer or a guy that's holding these women hostage, and it gets kind of out of control. But Todd Sheets, man, this guy made a lot of shot on video stuff in the 90s. I want to say maybe even late 80s, but for sure in the 90s, and some I've watched not so good, but he's really graduated and becoming a good filmmaker. So Bone Hill Road is a good movie, and for $1, I'll take a chance on a Wild Buy releasing movie for $1. I love that kind of shit. See No Evil 2. I've not seen this one. I saw the first one, which I enjoyed. Slasher movie. Kane, the wrestler, plays the killer in this one. Not much else to say about it than that. Catherine Isabel's in this. Danielle Harris is in this. The Saskatwins directed this, and of course they did The Great American Mary, and I think they did they did do a remake of Rabid. So this is wonderful. I don't know if this is wonderful, but they did a wonderful American Mary, which I appreciated. The sisters, I gotta say though, I was going to meet one of the sisters and just compliment her on her work and just say, hey, I just think American Mary's a great horror movie, and like it got really weird. I was at this convention, and this security guy kind of stood up kind of blocked me, and I'm like, oh wait, no. I'm not interested in stalking. I just want to pay a compliment. But because I had been standing there forever waiting for her to turn around to talk to me, maybe it looked kind of suspicious or something. It was very strange. It's like, no, dude, I'm not trying to do that shit. That's crazy. Because the sisters, to me, they're good filmmakers. I find them kind of annoying because I've heard them talk at conventions, but that doesn't mean they're bad people. I don't know them well enough to make any more judgments than that. Crazy Eights. This is a great little After Eight movie. I don't. I know I've seen this one, and I can't remember what it was about. I think. Uh, there's a search for a time capsule in this one, if I'm remembering. I know this one is pretty weird, Crazy Eights, and it takes place, I think, in an abandoned hospital, maybe, or something like that. I I'm not gonna go into depths about this one because I don't remember. So sorry. My other Crazy Eight, my other after dark horror fest is Frontiers, one of the earlier German, not the earliest, but one of the earlier French um, uh, torture porn movies. And this is a good one. This one has to do with, like, I think the Nazi party gets involved in it, and there's some great torture porn in this. The French did it real well. You think of Martyrs and Calvaire and Inside. They made some tasty ass torture porn in the early 2000s, or mid to, whatever, that first 2000s era. And I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of this kind of stuff. I haven't watched it in a while, so I don't know how I feel about it now, to be honest. I still probably like it. I like extreme shit, so. It's funny because when you talk to somebody at work and you tell them you like the Terrifier movies, and then you try to explain why you like them, and they're like, well, they're too gory, it's too much for me. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, I love that shit, but it's not for everyone. Don't Breathe. I like this one. My brothers went and saw this in the theater. I did not. I like the second Don't Breathe too. This is the one where the criminals go in the home to break in the home to steal some, I think, jewelry or money or whatever. And the person in the home is a blind Vietnam vet who's just a little cockadoodle. And this movie goes in some really strange places. It almost comes across as like torture porn after a while. Like the blind guy's going to torture this girl, and he does it, and there's a chase and all this shit. This is a bat fucking shit movie in a way. Got some good Hollywood tastiness in this one. I mean, for Hollywood, this is really fucking cool. Because a lot of Hollywood horror movies suck. But I just saw that second Smile one, and I like that one a lot, and that's a Hollywood horror movie. Another great movie for the 2000s, Ghost Lake. Very atmospheric movie about this girl who goes back to her trip to the lake house where she spent time with her family when she was a kid, and there were a bunch of ghosts in the water. This one is really atmospheric, and it's fucking good. So, and that's what I'm saying. For a dollar, these are quality movies. I mean, they really are. Spec, another Richard Speck movie. Have not seen this one. This is on the Shadow label. Don't know that one. Can't wait to see it. Big fan of serial killer movies. I usually buy these low budget knockoff movies. There was another Spec one I bought that I liked a lot. I think Cord Nemec was in that one. That one is tasty as hell too. This one I don't know if I've seen. I'm excited to see it. I love serial killer movies about real serial killers too. I just love it. 3 left. This is Basement Video presents Deck the Halls plus horror short Humple Foreskin. Shot on video goodness. Deck the Halls was 12 minutes long and released and made in 2005 by the director Joseph Swire, I think Soiree, and he did Happy Holidays and An Evening with My Great Aunt Bedelia. And Rumple Foreskin is about an ancient demon who's out to collect the souls and foreskins of people of a group of young friends. This could go real well, or this could be real shit. I mean, 2000 shot on video, some good and some bad. But I'm willing to take a chance on some shot on video goodness because I love this shit. I love shot on video stuff. I feel like I've gotten to a point where it's like I'll watch most, if not all of it. You know, Zombie Asshole, the great Dustin Mills. This is a very weird premise. All these people go after this zombie gangster because he's an asshole. He wrongs them, so they'll go after him. Like, what kind of an idea for that movie? And of course, you got They Call Me One Eye right there, right? Fucking awesome. So, Zombie Asshole, I can't wait to watch this one. On the MVD label, Dustin Mills was cranking out these low budget movies for a long time. And I haven't heard from him in years. I corresponded with him one time because I'm a fledgling filmmaker, and I asked him for advice, and he gave me good advice I didn't want to hear at the time, which was read books on visual theory, watch a lot of audio commentaries or video commentaries, and get somebody that knows how to shoot movies. And he was right. He's been right, you know. I mean, he's made good-looking movies for, like, nothing. My favorite movie he did was a movie called Apple Cart, and which was kind of like shot in black and white. But I like Dustin Mills. I'll take a chance on almost anything this guy does. He's good. So Zombie A-hole. Here's the back of that for you. Some Dustin Mills goodness. This was for $1 too. So like I said, I'm getting all these cool movies for $1. And this last one is Confessions of a Homicidal Prostitute. Another shot on video goodness. I'm going to let you look up close on that one. Not so much on the back because it's glary. 2017, 75 minutes. Drug-induced abused prostitute snaps on her latest house call, killing her client in the most brutal ways imagined. She gets an acquired taste for blood, and it sends her down the path of revenge. She takes her life back. So the prostitute, who is homicidal, is empowered. Yeah, that's right. Kill everybody to find your true voice. This is ridiculous. So, yeah, cool shit. All right, we're almost done. Yeah, I'm cranking through this, man. I get a good flow, and it's like I can't be stopped sometimes. So let's keep going. I got a bunch of movies here. These range from anywhere from $2 to up to $35, but I'm going to tell you most of these are in the $2 to $5 range. This is Mercury Man. On the back of this, Magnolia Pictures release. It is a guy who I think he's he's a fireman, and he gets embedded by some substance in his body, and he becomes Mercury Man. So superhero movie. I'm all about this kind of stuff. I love superhero movies, especially ones where it's not like a superhero you know. Kind of like when Darkman came out. Darkman was not a comic movie. It was created for the it was created for it was created for just for the movie. I'm sorry, I'm blacking out here. So Mercury Man. This could be foreign language stuff too. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm down for that. I'm really down for that. Just over here, Kill and Kill Again. I've been looking for a copy of this. $3 for this wonderful movie, martial arts movie with James Ryan. This has got a batshit premise in it. This chemist, Steve Chase, played by James Ryan, is engaged to save Nobel Prize winning chemist Dr. Horatio Kane from the hands of a demented billionaire named Marduk. That alone is like, and this was $3. I would have paid $10 for this. So, yeah. So early '80s, whacked out fucking martial arts goodness in Kill and Kill Again. I was telling my brother I was looking for it. WrestleManiac. I love this movie with the original luchador legend Rey Mysterio, and this is great gory kind of stuff. He plays a luchador who goes around killing people, basically. Very gory, lots of fun. WrestleManiac, got 2000. I don't remember what year this came out, but yeah, very gory, very funny. Once Upon a Time in the West, which I've had a copy of. I had that nice double disc copy, but I think I sold it. If not, I'm keeping this one. If I have that one, which I think I don't, but if I do, then I'm going to sell this one. I'm doing a convention in May, I hope. So I love me some I love me some fucking Italian Western. This is Sergio Leone. And one of the most brutal Western scenes ever. It shows Henry Fonda blow away this kid. It's absolutely brutal. And Henry Fonda had such a hard time playing this role. He really couldn't stomach the idea how evil this character Frank is in this. And this has got Charles Bronson in it and Claudia Cardinale. Claudia Cardinale, yeah. This is excellent. Nice Western epic movie. Another interesting Western one is Minute to Pray, Second to Die. And this one is about this gunfighter who starts losing his ability to hold on to his gun. He gets shaky. And that's kind of the premise to this. And it's supposed to be pretty violent. It's an Italian Western. It came out in '68. So that looks a lot like William Peterson, but it's not. It's another actor. Played by Alex Cord. So, yeah. Minute to Pray, A Second to Die. I've heard good things about this movie, so I'm definitely interested. Body Fever, The Great Ray Dennis Steckler. This one was $4. And most of these, like I said, were $3. This one was $4. This guy does real low budget movie, and this one is really cool because this is not like a horror movie. He's trying to do straight out, I think, like a crime movie in this one. And in this one, it's a real he plays a detective in this. I think Steckler starts in this after a cat burger rips him off. It's up to this Humphrey Bogart worshipping private detective, played by Steckler, to find her before the drug boss puts her to sleep for good. So she steals from him, but he finds out that her life's in danger. And like Steckler keeps doing Bogart impersonations in this, which I hear are absolutely ridiculous. This is early 2000s, I believe. I think it came out. It's fucking it's on the Guilty Pleasures label. And I'm a big fan of this kind of shit. So Body Fever with the great Ray Dennis Steckler in it. Better Than Chocolate. My brother just recommended this one. This one was $4. Let's see. This is a sexy romp. You have Kathy Dwyer in it. She meets the man of her dreams just hours before her mother and brother move in with her. When the four end up, including sharing the loft, Maggie believes she must keep her affair a secret, but it's Maggie's clandestine romance that inadvertently introduces her family to a host of new experiences. Sexual openness. My brother swears by this movie. I've never even seen it, but sexy kind of stuff. I don't have a lot of this kind of thing in my collection, but I'll definitely take a chance on it. Force of One, fucking A, man. Chuck Norris. I almost bought the Octagon too. This one was written by Ernest Tidyman, who actually wrote the script to The French Connection. And in this one, so a team of undercover narcotics agents comes under attack by a mysterious serial killer. The body count rises each day. With nowhere to run, the police enlist the help of karate champion Matt Logan, played by Chuck Norris, who must use all his power to track down the killer and bring his reign of terror to an end. Pretty fucking neato. I'm pretty cool with that. Mid-70s. Fuck yeah. mid-70s goodness of Chuck Norris, Force of One. Hammer horror here, another Hammer movie. This is Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. This also has a bonus DVD including the Hammer trailer collection. So I'm really, as excited as I am to watch this movie, and I'm super excited, I'm also excited that to see the Hammer trailer collection DVD, so I can get kind of caught up on the Hammer movies I got to see. Because I'm not that Hammer movies are not like a which are British horror movies from the '60s and '70s. I think that I'm not very knowledgeable on this stuff. I will admit. This was kind of a cursed film. I think the director died in this movie. There was sudden deaths of the director, and the wife of the original wife of Peter Cushing died on the set in this movie. So this is interesting. Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. I'm guessing it's a mummy movie. But this girl right here, Valerie Leon, is absolutely gorgeous, as most Hammer girls were. So, Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. I can't wait to see this one. 1971, Anchor Bay. Anchor Bay. We'll go through Anchor Bay again. Films of Sam Katzman. Really cool. This is a 4-box set. My brother got this originally for a lot more than what I'm paying for it. I got this for $5. I kept buying these movies. I ended up spending like $100 and some bucks, like $140 there. Way more than I wanted to, because they had all these really good $5 movies. $5 movies add up after a while. This one has the giant claw and creature with the atom brain in it. The giant claw is great. And this one has Zombies of Morotau and an underrated movie called The Werewolf in here. And Sam Katzman was, I think, a producer extraordinaire. I believe he was. So, schlocky, old science fiction, or old horror movies, I should say. Science fiction / horror movies by the Schlockmeister, Sam Katzman. So $5 for that. Oh, Blood Feast 2. Why not? It's sealed. I see these sleazoid directors like Ray Dennis Steckler, and when they in Herschel Gordon Lewis, if I see their fucking shit for $5, I'm going to pick it up, or $4 or whatever. I'm going to buy it almost automatically. This was one of the last, if not last, movies Herschel Gordon Lewis did, and it's a sequel to Blood Feast, and that's all I need to know. It's rated R. And so it's kind of like, and it's got to be a comeback for him, because I don't think he made movies for a while. He was in the real estate, and Herschel Gordon Lewis, and was very wealthy. So maybe he just made this because he needed something creative to do. I don't know. Blood Feast 2. I'm fucking tickled to get this one. Yeah, let's see. Stone. Now this one was $4.99. This is sealed. This used to be, and I remember when Grindhouse Video was open, this used to be like a $20 movie. Then I saw this go down to 10. I saw it go down to 15, and then to 10, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get it. It's on Severin. This, I think, is kind of a Mad Max-esque movie with bikers in it from 1974. This Australian movie. I'm down. Any Australian movies I tend to pick up, and this one is no different. So, Stone. I'm cranking through these motherfuckers. These next two were absolute steals. I'm getting close to them, guys. Aztec Mummy Collection. This is the Aztec Mummy Collection for $8. So, yes, I was like, fuck, please. Mexican horror movies. They came out in the 50s, I believe. And the prints on these guys, there's the back cover right there, but the prints on these are so cool. I can't wait to watch these. I love the print on that. This, and they all have different names. This one is Curse of the Aztec Mummy 1957. Attack of the Aztec Mummy 1957. And last but not least, The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy 1958. So I'm really excited to see some of this Mexican horror. My brother's talked a lot about it. I think I've seen Curse of the Dying Woman, and I think that, and there might have been a few others I saw, but not too many. So I'm going back on this, the Aztec Mummy Collection. This is an absolute steal for $8. I would have spent 20 on this. So I bought a lot of movies that I would have gotten more money for. This one I wish it was a little cheaper, and I wasn't going to get it, and then I got it anyways. Dust Devil. The reason I picked this up is because A, I don't believe this is on Blu-ray. Well, it might be, I should say. It should be on Blu-ray. But the old DVD is hard to find. This is like Richard Stanley's movies are hard to find. This guy who did Hardware, which I love, the follow-up movie. What's great about this, and Dust Devil is about a Dust Devil. It's a monster movie, but done in a very artistic way, very much like a Philip Ridley reflecting Skinish kind of thing. A little bit of a slow burn, but just beautifully executed by Richard Stanley. And this has got a bunch of fucking documentaries on it, and that's why it was worth getting. There's a booklet here. I think this is a comic book, and these have documentaries of Richard Stanley in here, too. So, there's two different ones here. The Dust Devil, and then these little write-ups on this. This is on the Submersive label, Submersive Cinema label, which is a great, great label. So you have the work print of Dust Devil right here. You have this cranky, stupid-looking thing right here. But these are all in good shape. You have Secret, Glory, Dust Devil, White Darkness, Voice of the Moon, and Dust Devil soundtrack. So you have all these excellent, excellent movies on DVD. And so Secret Glory, I think that's the one about secret Nazi history. I could be wrong. Voice of the Moon, I think that has to do, one of those has to do with like the war in the Middle East, and the other one, White Darkness, has to do with like voodoo shit, which is awesome. Plus the original fucking work print of this, the soundtrack. I mean, this is a steal. I didn't pay $20 for it, and I knew I over embellished because I didn't have the money to pay for it, but I just fucking said fuck it. It's not often I get up to Tampa. This was on Black Friday, so I fucking went batshit. Alright, we're getting close to the end, guys. This one I picked up for my brother. Hopefully he doesn't come out. As a Christmas present, this is Miss 45. This is the Arrow version of this. $35. The real nice version of this. He wanted it. I got it for him on Arrow. So, great sleazy movie. Is this Abel Ferrara? Yes, it is. Vigilante movie. Done very well. It does get some sleazy exploitation elements to it, but this has got a bunch of special edition shit on here. I don't want to say it too loud because my brother is going to come out here in a minute. And that is pretty much it for my Steelworker haul. I feel like I did pretty well. I never know when I want to get up there, but I just get it anyway. A few other things I want to show you real quick. These are one book and two DVDs I picked up, Blu-rays I picked up from Barnes & Nobles. They had their half-off Criterion movie selection, so I went nuts. But this first one is a book called Blood on Satan's Claw. This is the... or the Devil's Skin. This is the, I think, book based on the movie. So this is good old, like, folk horror stuff right here. And Satan worship and all that stuff. So, based on the great movie Blood on Satan's Claw, which I love. The two movies I got, The Night Porter on Blu-ray. Art. It's like kind of artsy, Nazi, Nazi love story where this... night porter who was, I think, concentration camp survivor played by Charlotte Rampling, meets up with a former Nazi criminal, and they start this really fucking like torrid love affair. I mean, it's just so like exploitative, but it's supposed to be done artfully well. Is that showing her boob? Yeah, his hand's covered. So I've heard good stuff about this. I've wanted to see this for a long time, and it was $20. It was half off. And last but not least, and this one is great because it comes with a book too. This is Anthony Mann's The Furies. And so this is this is some tasty shit here because this is got a booklet in it, and it's on DVD too as well. So uh, Anthony Mann, this is like a domestic drama with Barbara Stanwyck in it, and who else is in this? Walter Houston is in this, and there's some problems with the father, Walter Houston, and her son, who he doesn't like, and maybe like, and I'm guessing on some of this, but some of this might be like, what's he gonna do with the property? Who's getting older? Who's gonna take over? That kind of shit. Um, Based on the novel by Niven Bush, there's a book right there too, which is pretty cool. And yeah, Anthony Mann does some fucking like harsh, sort of like grown up ass westerns. I think he did the exceptional Winchester '73 with James Stewart, where James Stewart's just a cold prick in that one. And that's a great one. I think Anthony Mann did that, and this is the Fury. So I just took a total blind buy on this. This was $20. When it comes with a book, I'm gonna fucking probably get it. The better packaging some of this stuff is, which I don't really usually care about packaging, but with Criterion I do, because I want all the little bubbles and scrapes I can get. I definitely do. So that is it. That's my haul for you. You can see I had a lot of stuff there. I have a lot more coming your way, my way too. Uh, I got an England haul, which I might shoot next week. I'll show you my Christmas haul, which will include movies and probably some albums, which will be after Christmas. And I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do my top 10, um, favorite reads of the year, which I'm going to do very soon too. So I'm going to show a lot of videos in a very short amount of time. So I hope you pay attention to that, or you watch it and enjoy it. But thank you for watching, guys. Once again, this is Shane. I'm signing out. I'll be back very soon with, I'm going to show so much content this month. It's nuts. I'm going to be like Brendan Schneider. You know, that guy makes like a video a week. So I'll see you later. Bye.